If somebody told these guys that, hey, man, you guys can sell out 10,000 seats and they believed it, go for it. However, when you find out that you're not going to be able to sell 10,000 seats, bro, you got to be honest. You got to tell the truth.
What is going on, everybody? It's Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Riding with Russo, with the bro, the man, bro, the bro, man, slam, Mr. Vincent Kennedy Russo.
Oh my God. What is going on, Dr. Chris? What is happening?
Oh man, another day to talk about wrestling, man. Aren't you?
Yeah, yippee, yahooey.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk about an interesting concept, an interesting story here that's developing. The authors are paying Akam and Razor. That's what they were known in WWE. They basically had a promotion, WES. They had a wrestling show that was promoted and supposed to sell a big part, a big portion of their. It was lots of hype, and the arena was supposed to be pretty sizable. And I think the arena was supposed, seats like 10K, and they made a statement, and they said, read it. It says, "Dear fans and followers, unfortunately, we will have to cancel the event schedule for this Saturday at the Motor Point Arena in Nottingham, England. We are deeply disappointed in the news that we have to share, but with so many talent not showing up, we will have no choice than to cancel the event. Our team works so hard on this event, day in and day out, for the fans, to come with a different type of wrestling event, and believe that we will still be able to show that in the near future. We do want to say that all our talent that was scheduled have been paid in full, and that Lina Fanene, or Nia Jax, was paid her deposit as well, while she changed her mind and did not want to show up and wrestle anymore. For now, we will have to apologize for this, but we promise that it will not end here. See you soon." Vince, with all this craziness going on with this wrestling promotion, even before it starts, what are your thoughts? Braun Strowman said, a little bit after the release, he said he tweeted straight garbage to try and blame talent not showing up. "I'm not a stooge, but the truth will come out. Y'all are good at finding it." And he didn't tweet this, but I'm sure that he's thinking in his head, WES is going to get these hands. And so Vince Russo, with all of this going on, even before it starts the first show, what are your thoughts as someone who, Rocky Mountain Pro and, basically leading, the task, leading the charge when it comes to promoting and booking a promotion, man? What are your thoughts?
Well, Chris, I promoted 2 shows. As a matter of fact, Chris, I promoted 2 Christian shows.
Yeah.
One of them in Georgia, one of them in Tennessee. And Chris, I have to tell you, as a shoot, that was the hardest thing I ever did. Promoting a show was the hardest thing I ever did in the business, bro. It is a lot of work. And like I said, man, I just promoted 2 shows, and it took the absolute life out of me. I obviously here, bro, you're getting a lot of conflicting reports where, word is that it was like a 10,000 seat arena. Maybe they sold 350 tickets, and now they're blaming it on talent not showing up. Bro, here's the bottom line. You got to be honest. You got to tell the truth, whatever it is. Bro, it's funny, like the WWE with SummerSlam, I think they wanted to go to the big arena, and then they had to go down because they couldn't sell the seats. I'm all for shooting for the stars, bro. Like, if somebody told these guys that, hey, man, you guys can sell out 10,000 seats, and they believed it, go for it. However, when you find out that you're not going to be able to sell 10,000 seats, bro, you got to be honest. You got to tell the truth. And I mean, if they're throwing talent under the bus and it's not true, which, let's face it, bro, talent, the one thing about talent, I don't know Nia Jax, I don't know Braun, but bro, if they're going to take a booking, they're professionals. They both worked at the WWE where they're being booked like every single day. I'm sure, bro, if they're going to get booked and take a booking, that they're going to live up to that just based on who they are, and they're professionals. So I would hate to think that they're just looking for a scapegoat and somebody to blame, when at the end of the day, bro, if you didn't sell enough tickets, just say you didn't sell enough tickets. I mean, I read about concerts being canceled all the time for weak ticket sales and stuff. I mean, you got to be honest, Chris.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, that's what it really boils down to. I mean, like you have to be honest. People have to. At this point, you're trying to be as legitimate and have as much reputation that you can. Like you said, I mean, stuff happens. I mean, ticket sales, they're poor. They there's a number of things that can happen. You might have not promoted it correctly, which is clear to me. That's what the problem was at the bottom. At the end of the day, that seems like that was the issue. I mean, like, it's just, as a promoter myself, I've been a promoter for over 15 years. You want to have all of your talent push the heck out of this, and you want to start having email blasts and find out and saying, having a PR guy, have a PR background too, get you a PR guy who knows connections, who can blast emails as far as interview opportunities. I get emails like that from major promotions now, like, hey, there's an interview opportunity for this event. These people are here, whether a lot of times it is top names. You have media calls, I mean, you have a lot of things to really hype this promotion. And then you have the buy-in from the talent to want to really promote the event, especially if you're trying to get 10,000 people in the UK, which is a strong market, but it's still not an American market, right? I mean, it's still not a market that is as strong from an America compared to America. So I don't know. I mean, you have the venue. I don't know why, just from a promotion standpoint, you haven't had any type of YouTube presence, don't have a social media presence. You only have over 5,000 followers on your Twitter. I just don't see, I'm all about shooting for the stars as well, Vince. But from a business standpoint, you still got to be wise and have a game plan.
Well, Chris, you also got to understand, I don't know how much experience they have in promoting.
True.
I mean, like I said, bro, not much. Right. I promoted 2 shows, and my gosh, bro, I saw firsthand what goes into it. I don't think my first show would have been 10,000 seats.
Right.
I would have kind of eased my way into it, So, bro, if this was the first show they were promoting, my gosh, bro, it's not easy, and they learned that the hard way. But I certainly wouldn't have shot for an arena of 10,000 seats.
No, I mean, maybe they had some type of hope because Cody and company was able to do it with All Out, but that's a whole different, type of deal, because, that already stemmed from basically us against the world. We can do it together type of deal. It started from a tweet involving Cody and Roman, and then Meltzer being involved with it, as far as they not being able to see 10,000. So you had a bunch of backing of people who didn't like WWE, or who had some type of bent toward WWE, to do that and help them with that.
Well, not only that, Chris, with where we know that story goes, how do we know that Tony Khan was not funding that?
For sure.
How do we know that Tony Khan either, lent the money up front to Cody to promote, and on ticket sales, you pay me back, I mean, I would not doubt that for a second, because, again, bro, to promote correctly, you need money. You can't run out of money when you're promoting, bro. You need the backing and you need the cash. I don't know what these guys had, But man, if you don't have the money,
And then you had a lot of
from the jump.
Yeah, for sure. And then you had a lot of association with All Out too. They were joint promoting with a bunch. It was, it was the elite, and then it was mainly because AEW wasn't even a thing.
Right.
It was ROH, which was really fronting the charge in that. And then you had New Japan, you had NWA. There was a bunch of reputable promotions coming together as one for this All Out event. No one knows what WES is. No one knows, who's a part of the lineup. There was supposed to be like Lince Dorado against oh man, I forgot what. I'm gonna look on the on the Twitter, but yeah, it was Lince Dorado versus, it was a couple of ex WWE guys that was a part of it. I know Big Damo or Damo Mack was supposed to go against Dean Matati, which was Mojo Rawley. That was one of them. And so yeah, it was a bunch of them. Eric Young, I heard he got paid up front. Nia Jax got paid half. You know what I mean? So it was, again, it's one of those things that sure the people got paid, but I don't know. And here's my question to you, Vince, being the promoter, having more than one show that you had to run, would you have tweeted that as far as like people not wanting to show up? How much does that mess up your reputation?
Yeah, bro, I would have never done that. I mean, even if that were the case, bro, I would have bit the bullet. I would have apologized to the fans. I wouldn't have thrown anybody under the bus. And like I said, man, I find that a little hard to believe, only because these are professionals. Braun Strowman, Nia Jax, these are professionals. These aren't indie workers, Johnny come lately. These are pros. And I think, especially like you said, she got half of the money. I can't imagine her getting paid and not showing. Professionals just don't act that way. Sure. And Chris, you made a great point too earlier before when you're talking about what the pre-AEW, bro, like you said, bro, this show's in the UK.
Right.
This isn't in a different country. It's not in your backyard. Where, you can keep going to the town and doing the promoting and doing whatever you have to do. So when you look at 10,000 people, when you look at outside of the country, they took a lot of chances. Let's put it that way.
For sure. I mean, you're thinking like the other person was Samurai Del Sol, used to be Kalisto. And the thing is, this is supposed to be in 2 months, in September, or July 9th, excuse me. This is supposed to be, this weekend. And so, I mean, for it to be this weekend, us not knowing really anything, and as a journalist, you and I, we are very familiar with a whole lot of things because we're both actively on social media. People send us stuff all the time, so we're well aware of certain things. I had zero clue about this show until I heard about the cancellation. I've reached out before to both members of Authors of Pain, and haven't heard anything back from them as far as promotion. I didn't even know they had a promotion. I was talking to him. I reached out for interviews, and I had no idea from a promotional standpoint. I talked about this before. You want to push the heck out of your talent. Shout out to Texas Style Wrestling with Natalie, with Selena De La Renta, used to be a part of MLW. I mean, she's such a sweetheart. She texts me. I get emails about, hey, this big name, wants to come on the show, and I get stuff like I get stuff from AEW. I get stuff from Impact. I get stuff all the time as far as interview opportunities. I mean, them being under the WWE machine, you got to take notes like that.
Yeah,
those are the notes you have to take.
Absolutely, Chris. That's a great point, man. That is a great point. Yep.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna fill 10,000 seats by chance. That's
exactly.
That's a lot of work.
Say that one more time, Vince.
Yeah,
That's
you're
a tweet
not
right
going to sell 10,000 seats by chance.
There you go.
That
man.
ain't going to happen.
There you go. Sportskeeda, make that a thing.
Yes.
Make that a sound bite. Put that as a clip, and make that a T-shirt, ladies.
Yes.
Yes. That is T-shirt worthy right there.
Yes.
I agree with you 1,000%. And I think the big thing that these wrestlers, and I'm cool with it because shout out to EC3. I mean, you work with EC3, with CYN. That's, to me, I think that's smart marketing because you're not trying to sell out, 10,000 seats.
Oh, he's baby steps.
Groundswell.
Yep, baby steps. Think everything through. Everything is thought out and calculated. Trust me, bro. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. It's a groundswell type. And if think about it, like ROH, Ring of Honor, like they've been around for 20 years and they still haven't really, throughout their time, even before Tony Khan bought them, they weren't the type of promotion that would go to the biggest building and aim to sell out 10,000 seats. They would go into smaller venues. I've been to plenty of ROH shows. They would go to smaller venues and they would get to about a good 800 to 1,500 people. And they would have that type of really high energy feel with about 1,500 people. That's what you do from a marketing standpoint. You have that type of footage with those fans really involved with it and really, really involved with it. And then you keep that momentum. And then people see that and like, they're coming to my town. I wasn't really interested in some new random promotion, but I've seen they're getting some steam. Right. And then you've got bigger names interviewing and doing things like that. That's just smart marketing.
Yep.
What advice as a promoter, as a writer, as someone who's been as a part of the executive team, what advice would you give to the authors of pain? I think they're called the Legion of Pain or Legions of Pain now. What advice would you give them for this promotion? Because the whole promotion isn't defunct right now. Just this events, for the weekend is defunct. What advice would you give to them?
Well, number one, have realistic goals, bro. Yeah. Like be realistic. Like you said, Chris, baby steps. Mm-hmm. Baby steps, man, and build it, and keep raising the bar. But I mean, when you're going for the 10,000 off of the bat, I mean, really, bro, what are the odds of you succeeding? Whereas if you went for 1,000, now your odds are a lot better. Now the scope is much more smaller. You could concentrate on that number. So, number one, man, just really, really be realistic with your goals.
Yep. Agreed. Maybe Legions of Pain, maybe Authors of Pain, maybe WES Wrestling Entertainment Series. If you got it in your budget, because you're paying wrestlers, it seems, you paid half to Nia Jax, you paid all to Eric Young, allegedly, and Moose. Maybe you've got something in your budget to make this person a consultant of yours. Maybe. I'm just saying.
No, I thought you were going to say book Toots, man. You want to put asses in seats, book Toots, man. See, Toots is cheap too, man.
Toots is
hey, bro, you put that on a poster, you're selling 10,000 tickets right there, bro. You are selling 10,000 tickets with that on a poster. I'm sorry, right here. This guy here. Yeah, where is he? Yeah,
right there he is, right there.
This guy. Book Toots, man.
Book Toots.
Book Toots.
How dare you forget about me? How dare you forget about me?
We need a baby face. We need a baby face Scorpion to go into the hardware store and the grocery store and kiss babies. Are you going to kiss babies on the promotional tour?
I am not going to kiss babies.
Of course you're not.
Because I'm the Black Scorpion.
I know you are.
But what I will do, Vince, is I will promote the headlining match of WES, and that is the Black Scorpion versus Toots Monson.
Yeah, and you'll scare people with that voice, bro. We need the baby face doing the promoting. Toots.
You need me doing the promoting. because I will scare you to attendance.
You're,
I will scare you to attendance.
you're scaring me now. You're scaring me now.
I will scare you to put your butt in the seat. As a matter of fact, restart the show. Don't cancel it. As a matter of fact, let me be the consultant because I will scare everybody into a seat and you will fear the Black Scorpion.
You're in trouble, Toots. You're in trouble, Toots.
I think he's a bitch.
Tremendous, bro. Tremendous. Tremendous.
Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is Vince Russo, Dr. Chris. Special cameos once again. You never know what to expect.
Never know, Toots, man. Yeah.
Toots to the Black Scorpion.
Toots putting on the promoter hat, man.
Yes, indeed. The promoter.
Yes.
I mean, hey, man, he was co-founder of the WWE back in the day, man. So hey, he knows how to promote clearly.
Yes.
He knows how to promote clearly. Black Scorpion. I'm not too sure about his resume, but we'll give him a shot.
Hey, he's offering to help, though. You got to give him credit for that.
You got to give him credit for that.
Yes.
This guy's Vince Russo. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Running with Russo.